Hello and welcome. Today I'll show you how to make a GPS and change camera views in Trackmania² Stadium. First of all, we need to create a replay. To create a replay, we need to drive the map. It's a very simple map which I've built for this video. And there you see me crashing. Here we see a looping without a changed camera view. I'll change that later in this video. Now we simply need to save the replay by clicking this button right here. Here we see the name of the replay, which is automatically given by the game, but it's mostly a very odd name, so we change it to a name that we can recognize very fast. I name it GPS number 1, press save, and the replay will be saved for our use. Now we need to open the media tracker, which we find on the bottom right. Choose in-game and click on edit. Now we click on the little box. It gives us the possibility to choose where we want to trigger our GPS and camera views. I usually position it at the back of the finish. Now let's zoom out a little, click again on the box to unselect it. Click on the plus and choose camera. Since my game is in German, I'll add the English name of it as an annotation. On camera, you can change the camera views. There are default, internal and various other options. Now we need to add the ghost replay we created before. Now I only need to find it. Luckily we named it GPS number 1. Open it and let's see if it's the correct replay. With this button we can see the whole timeline. It's important that the camera view has the same duration as the replay does. Otherwise the replay or the camera view will end earlier. Now I'll show you why it mostly doesn't work. First I'll show you what happens and then I explain to you why it isn't working. Let's drive a little. What could possibly go wrong? And it doesn't trigger. So let's go back to the editor and change something in the media tracker. Back in the media tracker we need to choose our camera and then change the target to the replay we've ported. I also changed the view to internal so we see the crash better. I actually checked if it's the right replay because somehow I had the options to choose from two. It seems to work right now. So let's try again. This time it should work perfectly well. Let's see. As we see, the GPS has triggered and it seems to work. So now the GPS should stop, right? Nope, it doesn't, because we forgot to change one crucial thing. I show it to you right now. Let's go back to the editor again and select a replay and check if the function endless is active. Apparently it's not, so let's check if it's active in the camera settings. And here we found it, it's active and we deactivate it now. Let's try again and let's see if it works. GPS has triggered. Let's see if it's still endless. And voila, we find us again where the GPS has triggered. Now we don't need to press retire to continue the race. This is very helpful in endurance races where you are not allowed to respawn. Now let's continue with creating the camera changes. It's basically the same thing as the GPS, but simply without a replay. Create a new clip with new trigger points. Place them a little in advance so players can apply themselves to the new camera view. Add a new camera view. For the looping we choose internal so you can see where you're going. Quick check if it's working already. Generally you extend the time for a big amount so that the players who aren't as fast as you are still can drive the looping with this view. Be sure to deactivate the function endless, otherwise everyone has to drive in this cam until the end of the race. Now we need a new camera view to reset the old one after the looping. I usually take a random camera view and change the duration to 0.01 seconds. So it's not confusing to the players, but it still sets your camera to your preferred settings. As always, deactivate the endless function. Let's check if it worked. As you see, the camera view has changed and also changed back to my preferred camera view. Now only save your map, compute the shadows, and you've got your map built with a GPS and camera views. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.